To the Midday News. And affiliates across Ghana, including Kaleo FM in Akachi, Dreams FM in National Film Authority to begin enforcement of law that imposes up to 5-year jail term for influenced by spiritualists on TV.
The airwaves with vain promises and trickery. They should be earlier.
Persons using the media to propagate get-rich-quick messages on TV. Also, more than 700 Ghanaians died from road accidents in 3 months. A development that
on the road, in addition to what we already have, we will also not hesitate to proceed to court. In addition to these deterrent efforts and reactive efforts.
Campaign to sanitize our roads.
The target is to do better than last year. We appear to have, and they are skyrocketing.
We have a breakdown of road crashes recorded during the Easter break. And imagine your driver. We have a story in sports.
Head coach Mariano Barreto promises to write.
Majority leader dispels claims of bribery between the minority and majority in parliament.
I don't do those things.
You are the leader of government.
We have details from my exclusive interview with the majority leader. That and more. And this is your home of bold, independent and fearless journalism. Thanks again for your company and content meant for broadcast. Now, this includes feature films, short films, TV series, selected TV programs, documentaries, a 10-year-old boy for money rituals. We have details from the National Film Authority shortly, but my colleague Maxwell Agbagba.
Uncompleted building here is the crime scene where, and then the concrete blocks we're told they used in hitting the head of the deceased. I've been interacting with uncle of the deceased.
My sister is staying with them here, close sister. He's very, very intelligent. Even when he was called, he was in the room going through his laptop.
Aggrieved family here described 10-year-old Ishmael as a very intelligent child. I've been speaking to another uncle of Ishmael.
Just give you a smile.
He's my grandmother's son. Very intelligent. He don't want any problem. Those who killed him, he was very free with them. You people 2 years or something, no. It's either they should be sentenced to death as well or they should be in life imprisonment. We don't want them outside there because if you see...
Joins us live. Maxwell, you're back at the scene. What exactly is the latest?
Well, MFA current police from the region are also on their way here. Ongoing is a meeting between police and family members of the deceased. Speaking with here, we're not forthcoming with information about the suspects. For fear of information about the two suspects, had some very uncomplimentary things to say about one of the suspects. We are told he's in SHS1, and the other we are told is in class 6.
Well, my colleague and Super Morning Show host, Kojo Yankson, has been interacting with some youth of Nima, picking their thoughts on their...
...of money. They go for them to do something for them. Either the spiritualists will tell them, come and sleep with your mother. An issue of that has happened in our area as I'm talking.
To me, I don't know. But I've been hearing that people have been going back.
Let's go and see somebody and get quick money.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm not interested, so I do not give. And they usually do like, they're my girlfriends, iPhones. They want to use it so that if like they meet a girl, they can usually propose so that the girl will accept them. So that's what they like.
They don't go to school. 1. 2, even though I didn't learn any work per se. So as at now, I'm not working. How will I fit, organize ourselves and go? So if we go there, any implication that will come out, I feel like I'll bear the implication because I needed the money.
Jikum Kufo has been wading into this and he's urging authorities to clamp down on activities of fraudulent traditional...
Anything that would defraud society, media, and of course the authorities to realize social and community vain promises and trickery. They should be earlier eradicated than even some of the diseases we're talking about.
The commission.
You know, the broadcasting bill was drafted. That was passed in 2019 and became operational last year. As we speak, the broadcasting bill that the law was passed. But eventually it didn't get passed because maybe of the workload cannot, for instance, that somebody has put some offensive material on air The National Media Commission cannot close.
Barak agrees with this view and believes changes must be made to the law to enable the NMC to deal with the matter, else the nation risks record.
If the two major political parties can bring their heads together, let's team up and deal with this matter. Because if not, it will get out of it to draft the bill. Go through it. It's quicker. Yes, I believe all amendment of our laws. I think we can taking the bold steps.
Well, so that's the Minority Chief Whip Mutaka Mubarak there. Well, in the last few minutes, we are learning that the National Safo is chairman of that authority. He joins us live here on the Midday News. We are grateful for your time. So, in reading, I realized that you had the Hello, Mr. Safo.
Hello.
We're grateful for your time. I'm sure you can hear me now. So I was asking that you had the legal backing since
2015. We've been having consultations with the stakeholders. As stipulated in the, I remember, 1st June was the date we actually set to start engagement. And we've been with them back and forth until that in collaboration with Kiba. So actually it has been a matter of engagement.
Includes TV programs, documentaries, advertisements, music videos, and then also public exhibition and broadcasting. So what exactly happened?
To us. And then it is classified, and per the classification, that will advise the classified ratings that will be given to that content. Then the TV stations will be advised as to
these spiritualists and their content that we see on the TV, the get money rich or get rich quick syndrome that we're seeing currently.
First and foremost, you need a Security and Exchange Commission. You need a Bank of Ghana to give you license. So if you approach us with a program, money, pay the kind of a spiritualist, and you want to double money, all the money doubler. Simple. If you don't have it, then we can't classify such a content for you.
And briefly, do you have the pipe?
It is there. If the content is not classified or you show it at the wrong time, then the law,
the National Film Authority. Now, it's just a little over 3 months into the year 2021, and already between January and March this year. That's the latest statistics released by the Police Motor Traffic and Transport Department. The fear is more men across the country to strictly enforce these road regulations. We have more on that shortly, but first, let's focus on events surrounding the just ended Easter.
28 people died between Friday and Monday, just this past Monday. That period. Now, this against 8 deaths, 63 injuries during the same period in the previous year. 24 private vehicles and 56 motorcycles. The Ashanti region tops with 31, followed by the Greater Accra region and 3 minors. Now, let me give you the national figure as well. From you mentioned over 700. The figure is 7. Out of this number, 4,200 got injured. Now, the last year. The fear is that if they are unable to deal with this matter, we are looking at thousands of deaths by the end of the year.
Here is that 771 people lost their lives from the road accident. Country to strictly enforce road regulations. DSP Alexander Obeng is director in charge of education and training at
our deterrent efforts, our awareness creation efforts.
And how are you doing that in terms of the deterrent efforts?
More traffic police officers will be seen on the road. In addition to these deterrent efforts and reactive efforts, the other proactive, all the plethora of mass media we have will be deployed to support these efforts. So
development is disturbing and may affect targets set for this year. Head of Regulation, Inspection and
discouraging, given the volume of work. For the last 4 activities across the country, we deployed almost every human resource available to us across country. Awareness on these risk factors and encourage particularly passengers to come on the front line of safety advocacy.
For over decades now, and he's been driving without any incident. So he had high hopes on 7 February 2017 and resulted in the amputation of his leg. This is one of the many chilling stories. Enjoy News Hotline.
Any accident on 7th February 2017, he was driving one of Ghana's famous intercity buses, VIP, from Sunyani to Accra, with 31 people.
There was a mortuary by the road with big gravels deposited in front of it. My vehicle landed there and I looked
at 2:30 a.m. and they got no help until 6 a.m. So for about 4 hours, Kwame slept around him screamed in pain.
My passengers, they stood by me and continually poured cold water on me to revive me anytime they realized I was giving up. As soon as they did that, I realized there has been a problem. I couldn't feel my leg anymore.
To be amputated from above the knee. 39-year-old Kwame received no compensation from his car owner or the insurance company, shaking uncontrollably.
Excerpts of our latest Hotline documentary crashed in Kumasi Wednesday morning. Driver of a Mercedes-Benz bus loaded sustained injuries is receiving treatment at the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital. Here's an eyewitness.
With him this night from Accra, his vehicle's brake failed at Afonkwanta here. That is what resulted in the accident.
Benz bus container driver no di Idrisu.
The driver's name is Idrisu. Teaching hospital.
Na mate no so nsabu. Na mate no de na Kofanachi emergency.
An eyewitness account there. This is the Midday News here on Joy 99.7 FM, giving you more reasons why you have to arrive alive and stay safe on our audiovisual content on TV following uproar over the killing of 10-year-old boy by 2 teenagers allegedly influenced by spiritualists on Limit.
I don't do those things. It's
Premier and Kekali Radio in Ho, Lolonyo FM in Hohoi, Pando FM in Pando, Fafa Radio in Jojo. We're on Beshara Radio, Radio 123, and Radio Justice in Tamale. And in Savannah region, we're on Inkele. In Upper West, we're live on Radio Sonmale in Wa, Radio Freed in Nandom, Radio Lem in Sunyai. Central region, we're live on ATL FM in Cape Coast. And in the Western region, we're on Radio Max.
Mensando has the latest. Hands.
Game on our hands this afternoon in the Ghana Premier League. Asante Kotoko did welcome Bichim United for that left the pitch unplayable. The game had to be postponed. Kotoko drew 1-1 with 11 balls.
Looking the way we are playing, putting balls in and runnings, and this give confidence for the other teams. And they start believing, and ball here, ball there. Some players, they wasn't in the right day. It's happened in we get again few control of the game, but much we try to make some correction. Of course, the time is not so good.
Mariano Barreto is the head coach of Kumasi against Chelsea, and of course there is live commentary here on Joy 99.7 FM. That's your sport.
Thank you very much.
A final year student of Wa Senior High School was among the dead persons. She, together with Nbole, she has since been buried.
Well, to the northeast region, and you have some update on final year SHS students.
Results of the postponement of reopening dates say they are being denied food on campus.
So when we came, we took lunch and supper. We didn't take. We have to depend on our chore boxes. They said if we stay, we will not get anything from the dining hall.
Let's head to the western region, where some Inzimans are demanding withdrawal of history books from GES.
It has to do with...
And we end on a good note. We'll come to the Greater Accra region shortly, but in the eastern region, where history was made at the Akusi Government Hospital.
The team led by Dr. Tyrus Valmont. We understand both mother and babies are doing well. And
so imagine that residents living along the beaches have consumed some of the fishes. Kwekwa Sante has been interacting with them.
Me hon so ma be sebi eguru obem around 12 yani
me na meti ya say na interview she na make lo en ya me fem na because in na
because me here juma me here fisherman since where they born you. Have you seen this type of miracle?
Sabunso has dismissed assertions of bribery between his side and the minority in parliament. This follows concerns raised by some members of the opposition NDC that those rumours saying that those who say that lack understanding about the workings of parliament.
TV is trending. It's a hashtag to help bring an end to the menace of fake ritualists in the media space and society. A few of the, if it's not pastors deceiving people, it's Jujuman running the show. And the last one from Nana Asa, who says that TV.
Stop money rituals on TV. And that's how we end today's edition of the Midday National Film Authority. And then also we have Living Word with Pastor Mensel Tabor. Relationships Part 10. Please stay for it. Have a good day.
Hey, my phone is broken. My phone is broken.